YouTube, hello, and welcome into part 2 of Morrighan Initari's adventures through Stormblood. We're going to try and kind of test a little things different for YouTube, instead of it being like a long 3-hour block that gets uploaded. Like, my streams will still be uploaded in their entirety, except for like breaks and stuff edited out. But for straight to YouTube videos, I'm going to try going shorter. And instead of it being like a 3-hour block that ends up getting edited down to like 2 to 2.5 hours, I'm going to record for like roughly an hour, hour and a half and edit that down, and we'll see how that goes. So let me know what you all think. Don't forget, if you like it, to, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff to help push me into the algorithm and all of that. And you can check me out on stream at twitch.tv/CalebGames here. Thanks for watching, and let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so it was, we're at the start of Stormblood MSQ. We've done, like, the branching pathways. So now it's been, like, 2 months since I played, this character. Now it's time to, like, go pick up main stuff. What is that quest? Oh, sights and stuff. Let's actually, yeah, we're gonna go pick up the sightseeing log real quick. Not that you all care. This probably will get cut out anyway. Owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for your service, Scions. I see operations here have been proceeding apace in my absence. Welcome back, brother dearest. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits were successful. Indeed. There were several amongst the Scions' ranks that were quite eager to take part in our joint endeavor with the Resistance, whom I am come to present. Commander Kemp, if I may. My name is Arenvald Lintonus, a half-breed, as you doubtless can tell. I am here to fight for a free Alamigo, for an Alamigo where women like my mother are never made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor. You are a true-born son of Girabanya, same as me. This is not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks and the aid of the Eorzean Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in a position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received sufficient training, I will propose to General Alden that we draw up plans for an assault on Castrum Velodyna. Then in the meantime, we will make what preparations we can. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo. I forgot about this song, honestly. He looks so bored with his
Alliance
golf
forces
bag.
have occupied Castrum Orients and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges, save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near total casualties.
Near total? Go on.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
I love his golf bag of swords.
My lord,
Cowards who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes.
Dun dun dun. I remember that this was how this scene played out.
Why? When confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gir Abania is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my hounds. And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
And no one's gonna answer. Oh, there we go, Fordola.
My lord, I have a proposal.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
That was a lot of mouth movement for a growl.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
It was literally a pick up and turn in? Okay. Right then, I've got duties to attend to. Mayhap we could assist you with said duties. We are here to help after all. The three of you have been busy, so I will understand if you require time to rest. If not, however, it would seem sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. We'd be grateful for any and all help you can offer. If you ask around, I guarantee you won't want for work. But we'll take it anyway, why not? Beeves! Or Beves! I beg your pardon. The woman who bested Gaius Van Belsar wishes to offer me her assistance. I say this is highly irregular, though I have heard it said you had a penchant for aiding the common man. In which case, before the occupation, I was a humble historian. While my duties leave me scarce time for aught else, I think it important that these momentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I had a mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, ask them their motivations for taking up this cause and so forth. You may take down their statements in this log, and, Morrighan, thank you for your service, now and ever after. Alright. Why'd I join the Resistance? Well, if you must know, it was to avenge a friend the Imperials butchered before my very eyes back at Alamigo. We owned a stall in the markets and a passing soldier snatched up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a fulm of steel in the gut for his troubles. I found my way here, and that was that. Damn. I've never noticed the bats before. Or if I did, like, my brain just never fully processed it. Ahalisa! Let's talk around the fire. I was just a cook before all this. Simple fare, really. Had a chance to lend a hand and help feed some refugees one day. I took a liking to the fighters. They believed, you know. And there's always a need for cooks. Or at least people who can work with whatever the foraging parties turn up. Oh, and you actually have a quest. You want to help, do you? Seeing as how I'm in no position to leave the stew pot unattended, you go and ask Tebby for a variety of herbs. 6 sprigs or so of whatever he's got on hand should suffice. It's not as haphazard as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sort you add, so long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. Alright, Teb's back this way. Or someone's back this way. Herbs, is it? 6 sprigs of whatever's on hand. Afraid I can't spare that much. You'll take 2 and be glad of it. Alright. The remainder you'll have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much of a bother, though. You'd be surprised what you can find growing underfoot, even in the Reach. Okay. There's one. I don't know if it... Okay, there's one way over there, too. Let's go that way. Swim! Oh, and then we can talk to Hug Hawk. That's a name. Alright, Hug Hawk. What do you got? Aren't you the Icon Slayer? Damned if I know why you'd bother asking someone like me why I joined the Resistance. But it's simple. If I wasn't fighting for Alamigo, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're either with them or not, and if you're with them, you may as well make the most of it. Food, training, citizenship, if you live long enough. You'll die stealing someone else's land, like as not, but that's the choice. For me, I'd rather die here. Noble. Do we want to give this a go real quick while we're here? Yeah, let's try this jump puzzle super quick. We'll give it like one honest attempt. And if we make it, great. If we don't, that wasn't an honest attempt. We made it to the 3rd jump. There we go. This one isn't all that hard, honestly. Then we'll do a lookout point. And yeah, that if you're looking to get this lookout point, that's how you do it. That's the guide. Ow. Why indeed? To save lives, perhaps, or to make amends for the ones I couldn't. My father and my brothers were worked to death while building a castrum. What did it matter to the Garleans, eh? More where that lot came from. After that, I couldn't keep on doing nothing. Oh, and look at that, the herbs are right over there too. I'm glad we picked these up when we did. You look like a strider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I am a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits this day. Yet nary a one has come. Perhaps they were given the wrong time or location. I do not know. They number 5 in all, these would-be warriors. Send them unto me, should you chance to find them. Alright, well, we got one lonely person up this way, so we'll go this way first. Devout recruit, what do you have? I know, I'm late. But I had to say a prayer for my sister first. After what the Imperials did to her, death was a mercy. Fucked up. Is what that is. Okay, that was a summoning though. Alright, so the herbs are up here. Which will cover that. And then our recruit is over here. Oh, he's doing some sparring! You beat that rock up. Yeah, left hook. Alright, a 1-2 works. Huh? Training? Ah! I was so busy practicing to impress the others that I completely forgot. Thank you! No worries, buddy, I got your back. Ah, 1,000 pardons. So preoccupied was I by the question of whether Alamigo should be a monarchy or republic that I neglected to attend my training. How silly, I know. Until we drive the Imperials from our lands, the question is moot. The teacher calls for me. I see. We were discussing strategies for disabling Magitech armor, you see, and... Ah, yes, of course, there is no time. If you would excuse me. Oh, there you are. Got those herbs I asked for? I do. Thanks, that'll do nicely. And, sorry to impose upon you, miss. Thought you were another new recruit. Didn't realize until after that you were, But to answer the question that's probably on your mind, yes, it's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. All the more reason to be grateful when our countrymen can spare some of the cause. Though that comes at a cost, too. Too many villages, too many children more deserving than us. But a man can't fight on an empty stomach, can he? So we partake as we must, and we never lose sight of the dream. Well met, Morrighan. Have you spoken with the freedom fighters as I asked? As fascinating as they are varied. You have a knack for convincing others to bare their hearts to you. I could not have done better myself. Many years from now, when these tempestuous times pass into memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. We must never forget, my friend. Never. I'm pretty sure the last guy's gonna be like right around here somewhere. Yep. Oh, bugger, you were sent by the snake, weren't you? I heard 1 in 4 recruits doesn't live through their training. That can't be true, right? Oh, bugger, oh, bugger. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da. All recruits are present and accounted for. My thanks to you, Strider. Not all appreciate the rigor with which I train my recruits. Some favor a gentler approach, as if the Imperials will be so kind. 'Tis a thankless job to teach, some say, but I say their survival is thanks enough. Fare you well. Alright, let me go back this way for a quest. Damn it all! Where could it have got to? Oh, pardon me, fellow lover of freedom and justice. You haven't seen a ward of the Destroyer anywhere, have you? Maybe on the ground as if a certain bloody fool had dropped it? Aye, I'd been him. I had it this morning, that much I know for certain. And I've not left the Reach since, so it's got to be around here somewhere. If you've got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent some time near the Temple of the Fist earlier, so it might be there. As for me, I'll look around near the officer's pavilion. They're hardly rare, I know, and I could just as easily buy another. But even so, please help me find it. It's gonna have been like his brothers or something. Or his dads. Or cousins. Or best friends. Pew! Pew! Ward of the Destroyer. No, we return it. You think they'd be upset by me riding a motorcycle around here all the time, but no, they don't seem to care. I swear I've searched high and low, but it just won't turn up. 7 hells, that's the one! That's my lucky ward! You're a godsend, sister! Before I was born, my mother made a pilgrimage to the Temple of the Fist, where she, like many others, received the blessings of the monks. And then Theodoric came and burned it all to the ground, the mad bastard. And after him came the Garleans, who cared even less for our beliefs. But I still keep to the old ways, as do many others. When my son is born, I'll teach him the stories in the scriptures, as my mother taught me. And with that, another task is complete. Ah, Morrighan, I hear you have been keeping busy. Aye, that she has, and we thank her for it. It pleases me to inform you that our new recruits have completed their initial training and stand ready to contribute. As discussed, Monargo, I would have you present my proposal for an assault on Castrum Velodyna to General Alden personally. Of course, sir. Are you and yours planning to return to Castrum before the operation? If so, why don't we travel together? That seems a fine suggestion, but I must consult my comrades ere we depart. Very well, I will wait for you at the pass, but not too long. I expect Kryl and Y'shtola will wish to remain here to support the chirurgeons, but nevertheless we should go and ask them. All the way across the other side. Alright, so yeah, we'll take the Ethernet over there. It is a deafening glare. Is Artemis? I see. That would explain the sudden flurry of activity outside. This joint operation marks a turning point in our conflict with the Garleans. For the first time, the Resistance and the Alliance shall go on the offensive and attempt to capture an Imperial outpost in occupied territory. Personally, I believe it is imperative that we offer them our full support, as was the case with Ishgard. However, this is not a choice to be made lightly, nor less on others' behalves. This is war, and every scion must decide what part he or she would play. I'll fight. For Alamigo, for my father, for Ida. I'm in it to the end. The choice was made for us ere we were born, brother, when the Empire marched on Eorzea. They will stop at nothing to subjugate or slaughter us all. Van Baelsar and Van Darnus were but the first to try. Though your fervor is surprising, I cannot dispute your logic. At the risk of repeating myself, I am of course of the same mind. The present situation is untenable, and further complicated by the existence of Ilberd's Primal. I believe we have no recourse but to directly and openly intervene. I thought this was a foregone conclusion given our actions thus far, but if you require renewed affirmation, then yes, I am still wholly committed to this cause, for it is ultimately the self-same cause I have served since first I pledged to serve Master Louis Soir in the Circle of Knowing, the salvation of Eorzea by any means necessary. That said, I shall refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment, and doubtless more to come after. I came here for Menphilia, and that hasn't changed. However, I'd like to stay with Y'shtola for now and tend to the wounded. As for you, Morrighan, you are, to quote our dear friend Lord Edmund, the woman who slew Gaius van Baelsar and some half-dozen primals besides. Your presence may well prove the difference between victory and defeat. Many look to you as a hero, and heap great expectations upon your shoulders, but you, like every scion, must decide for yourself. I'll fight. The Empire poses too great a threat. We can but carry on for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. As long as there's a battle to be fought, I'll be there. To be frank, Alfie, this isn't my fight, but I will do what I must. Alright, I'm gonna do that one. To be frank, Alfie, this isn't my fight, but I'll do what I must. I see. While it pains me to hear you speak thus, I am grateful for your candor. There was a time when you would have kept such thoughts to yourself. Oh boy. Take care, Y'shtola Kryl, and do not hesitate to contact us should you require assistance. Lys, I would ask that you remain here by Conrad's side. We should go, or Monaga will leave without us. Might I persuade you to join us, Morrighan? Should you wish to give your decision further consideration, Castrum Oriens would seem an apt place to do it. You need not answer right away. I am sure I can convince Monaga to wait a little longer. I'm gonna be a very reluctant warrior of light now. Because in my head, like, the lore for Morrighan was she was trying to find her sister, which is my wife's character. And my wife and I decided that they found each other during the Dragonsong War. Like getting ready for the fight for with Nidhogg, they found each other. So now she's just kind of still doing this because it's what she was doing before, and she's found her sister. But they're like, she is like, I'll do it, but... So you will be accompanying us. Full glad am I to hear it. All set? Excellent. Then let us be off. Bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum. Okay, now we're going to Castrum Oriens. We're just going to teleport there. Welcome back, comrades. What news? Greetings, General. I am come at Commander Kemp's behest to brief you on the latest developments at the Reach. Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming many motivated young Alamegans, our ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, thanks in large part to the efforts of the Scion. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units, with more being trained as we speak. Good. I gather Conrad is eager to strike while the iron's hot. Just so, General. He proposes that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castrum Velodyna. Capture Velodyna? That will not be easy. It will, however, be necessary if we are ever to push east towards the capital. There is no profit in delay. It is only a matter of time before the Garleans learn of our plans to summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Tell him to take no chances. Bring every able-bodied Alamegan who can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want Velodyna watched. Assess its defenses. Every fortress has a weakness, and I would know this one's. If there is no objection, General, might the Scions join Marshal Terrabin? By all means. If that is all, let us be about it. Conrad and the General are of one mind, it seems. I only wish I could say the same. While this aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end, what losses will we suffer in the meantime? Anyway, we should speak with the Vice Marshal about his reconnaissance mission and see how he would like to proceed. Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission, so long as we do not have the ill fortune to run afoul of an Imperial patrol. Come, our destination is beyond Easton, just north of Velodyna. Yep. Morrighan Initari of the Immortal Flames. Just the woman I wanted to see. We've misplaced a number of Garlean drones taken from Baelsar's wall, and by misplaced I mean the damn things sprang to life and stormed out of the base. They need to be dealt with before any civilians come to harm. Being familiar with Magitech as you are, I can think of no one better to assist us. If you would be willing to help, go and speak with Lieutenant Nibbenfa. She is overseeing the initiative to terminate the drones. Drones. Nibbenfa. Ah, Morrighan and Initari, your assistance is greatly appreciated. The drones were not in our possession for very long, but a cursory inspection showed they are made with a heretofore unknown metal alloy. They were all but impervious to traditional firearms, which is why we've commissioned Garland Ironworks to fashion a weapon capable of penetrating their armor. It has since been fitted to a suit of Magitech armor, which I would ask you to pilot. If I am not mistaken, this would not be the first time you've piloted one of these suits. It should take you no time then to familiarize yourself with the controls. Now, the drones were last sighted due east of here and to the north along the Velodyna River. I fear recapturing them is out of the question, so do whatever you deem necessary to stop them. God, this thing has such a reload time. So apparently the pulse isn't an AoE? No, it is. Okay. I don't know. Alright. We're finished up with that quest, but before we turn it in, we're gonna go this way and talk with Marshal Terrapin. 360! This ought to be close enough. Now we settle in for a long watch. That said, it would be prudent to keep your weapons at the ready, in the event a passing patrol stumbles upon us or worse. Several cutscenes will play in sequence, that's fine.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father. Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh gods, it's Ralga's Reach.
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine! Meffred! Help take you!
Well, well. Stand aside, Pilus. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you. Seven hells! It's him! It's Xenos!
The Viceroy? Oh, you are a dead man! Ah!
So spirited, and yet so empty.
Please run!
Ah, a magical barrier. Alas. It will not save you.
How? Yashola!
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold the line!
Cryle!
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught.
Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
Aye, sir.
My mic was
Our
muted.
place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern.
If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
Y'all missed my reactions to Y'shtola getting cut. And my comment on Xenos' golf bag.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
Well, that was all the cutscenes were? Okay. Let's go save Y'shtola! And Lise.
It's all over now.
Alright, where's Xenos? I need his blood. Come on. Gather them all. Oh, this is still before Alice becomes a red mage. Or like before she's fully become a red mage. Because she's still like got her paladin stance and sword. Come on. You, get over here. I want you all gathered on me. Let's move. They took Lise and the others deeper inside. You've got to. Give me fucking Cordola. As annoying as she is with like her overpoweredness, I love her character development throughout the expansion. God, who in the seven hells are you? I'm the fucking warrior of light.
What took you so long?
I'm sorry.
Alpha, no, I need your help. My lord, the prisoners!
See to your men, Pylus.
Is it the first time I fight him?
As you command, my lord.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
Damn right I will.
As one!
Be gone! Give me something to remember.
All right, come on, Xenos. I'm not fucking lacking. Come on. I forget how much damage you actually can do to him before he just kind of ends it. It would seem I misjudged you. This ends now. No, it doesn't. Damn it. It does. Oh shit. I forgot that he actually kind of like really fucks you up. But we broke his sword.
Pathetic.
Seven hells.
That's growth. Good job, Raban.
Shall we give chase, General? Nay. There has been enough death this day. See to the wounded. Aye, sir. You all right, lass?
I think my pride may have taken enough. Yeah.
Tis no ordinary foe could best the likes of you.
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on!
Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
I believe Kryl.
Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
But I mean, also, I've already beat the game, so.
Understood.
Don't just stand there gawping. Hold her down while I work.
But she's not, like, struggling.
The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise?
Of course.
I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
Oops. Alright, let's turn this in with Rob on real quick. You did well, Morrighan. You saved lives. No matter what happens, remember that. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. Oh, I forgot to bring my webcam back. But honestly, that actually seems like a pretty good stopping point for for the new way I'm trying to do videos for YouTube. I mean, the recording literally has been 1 hour and 51 seconds at this point, so probably edited down it's going to be closer to like a 45-ish minute video. But yeah, let me know what you all think of trying to do a shorter video. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff, and we'll have part 3 here soon, hopefully, maybe not. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, YouTube. And don't forget, you can check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/CalebGames here. Have a good one. Bye.